if you're a business owner feeling stuck, like you can't grow, or maybe you were hired as a director of revenue or director of sales or some level dealing with revenue, or maybe you've been in the business a while and your sales have just plateaued, this video is for you. I'm going to hopefully be able to show you how to break through those things, how to really structure something so you can take your business to the next level. Now, before I get into this, let me tell you, I've got a free newsletter where we share all kinds of stuff. Also, I have a school group at a very low price, and we do consulting and staffing. So if you like this stuff, click those links down below and let's get into it. So we have to start with your offer. What are you actually trying to sell? Is it a service? Is it a commodity? Is it some rare good, right? What are you trying to sell? And then my first question is, can you increase prices? I think that's number one. Can you increase prices? Where can you increase prices? You want to increase prices as high as possible, okay? Step one, your offer. The first thing you want to think about with your offer is, can you charge more? If you can charge more, charge more. You want your top price to be laughably high to make you feel uncomfortable. You want that price to be high, okay? Then you've got your core offer. But then what people miss a lot is, like, can you have some lower ticket items, right? Some lower ticket things that can help offset some marketing costs, can get some people into the funnel, that can be people paying you to build trust and authority, okay? So increase your price, number one. Number two, let's get offers at multiple levels. Number three, or maybe the third part of your offer here is, think about, what do you solve and where are people the hungriest, right? How can you make sure that you are matching the people that need your offer most with your offer, right? Sometimes people like to take their offer and go like, hey, it can help everybody. Great, that's wonderful that it can help everybody, but who does it help the most? Right? Like, make sure you are crushing the opportunity with your offer of who can you help the most. That's where you want to start. You want it to really feel like it's a no-brainer for people, where just with hearing one sentence, a potential customer goes, ooh, interesting. Tell me more about that. I've seen business owners change one line in their offer. I've seen business owners double their price. I've seen business owners create a low ticket offer that helps their main offer convert at a much higher rate. I've seen people change one thing about their offer and have it completely change their business. Okay. So if you only watch this part of the video, look at your offer and figure out, how can I change what I'm offering? How can I increase price and make sure I have multiple pricing tiers, and how can I make sure my offer sounds so good that my ideal customer profile is going, can you tell me a little bit more about that? Step two, I'm going to double down on pricing. You need to increase prices. You need to. And if you're like, I can't, okay, maybe you're selling a commodity and it's a very price sensitive space. You have to try not to compete as a commodity. You have to try to make what you're selling different than the others. And maybe your main offer is that commodity pricing, but then you go, hey, we also offer 24/7 concierge service, where if someone craps all over the floor in a commercial cleaning environment, we'll get someone there within an hour, okay? What is that pricing tier that allows you to push up, push up, push up? If you're selling a commodity, that's fine, but don't assume that all your customers want that exact same commodity. And then as you push up, you got to look down to, what can you sell that is cheaper? Too many business owners, too many business leaders are just not spending enough time on pricing. You have to look at, like, hey, what can your ICP afford? Okay. How much is the competition, right? And then how much do you want to make? And you got to kind of triangulate all of that to try to get the best price you can, but increase that price. Next step is leads. If you don't have leads, you're screwed. Like, you're absolutely screwed. Way too many organizations worry about sales when they have no leads. Okay. If you've got a ton of high quality leads, you can be really crappy at sales and you can still convert a bunch of people. So how do you get leads? First, you got to close your eyes and you got to think, who is my ICP? Let's just stick there first. Who is your ICP? Ideal customer profile. What do they look like? What do they act like? What kind of role do they have? And then you start thinking, where can I find them? Okay. Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Facebook? Are they, in the court records because you're trying to buy properties as a distressed real estate investor? Where can you find these people? And then maybe the third concept of that is, how do you get in touch with them? Okay, do you cold call them? Do you cold email them? Do you run Facebook, Instagram ads? Do you try to get referrals? Do you go to meetups? Do you pay for things like BNI to be part of local groups or Chamber of Commerce? Do you try to cold DM them on LinkedIn? You got to think of, how do you get your offer in front of your ICP? That's the game. What is your offer? Make your offer as sexy and beautiful as possible. Let's make sure your pricing's on point. Let's make sure you understand who your leads are. And then that is the 99% of the game of business, is how can you get your offer in front of as many people as possible, as cheap as possible, as fast as possible, at the largest scale as possible. Get your offer in front of people. The more people that see your offer, the more success you're going to have. I guarantee it. So what if you get your offer in front of people and they say, hey, that's great, but I'm under contract right now. Hey, good to go. I'm not interested. Hey, that's fine, but I love the person I currently have and I'm not switching. Or, hey, you're selling roofs and my roof is fine right now, so why are you even talking to me? That's why we have a CRM. Customer Relations Management Tool. What a CRM really does is, in a perfect world, you talk to a lead. That lead buys, and you're good to go. Okay, but what happens is you have conversion. That's why we talk about the funnel, right? You talk to, or 100 people see your ad, you end up talking to 10 people, and one person buys your stuff. Okay, that means, depending on how you think about it, you have 9 or 99 more people that haven't bought your stuff that might be qualified. So what do you do with those people? That's where your CRM comes in. It's the only thing you're using your CRM for, is those people that did not convert. How do you make sure you can stay quote unquote top of mind with those people so they buy again in the very near future? And then within your CRM, you can create automatic workflows that send automatic emails and reminders to call, so you can stay in touch with those people. But ultimately, that's drip, that's CRM, that's follow-up, that's what it all is, okay? Some people are going to convert right away, but then the vast majority of them are not going to convert. So how can you keep delivering your message to them? And you're like, well, what do I send them? This is what you don't send. You don't send checking in. You don't say, do you need a new roof? You don't say, all these terrible things. You add value, overcome objections, and hit frequently asked questions, okay? So how do you add value? I live in Tampa, Florida. So let's say, and you're selling roofs, people need their roofs soft wash, okay? Most of the time it's from a pressure washer. It's not actually pressure wash, it's soft wash, right? You could say, hey, so the manufacturer's recommended way to get mold off your roof is a soft wash this time of year. We recommend everyone does a soft wash at least once a year to extend the longevity of their roof. You get that message out to all the people in your CRM, so it positions you as a subject matter expert on roofs and someone that cares about them. You're not trying to monetize that, though you could. You're just trying to add value. Or you go, what are the biggest frequently asked questions? Maybe it's, will this work for me? Right? So you're going to send an email or you're going to do a phone call that says, it's all geared around like, hey, a lot of times people aren't sure if our service will actually work for them, but I'm going to shoot you over a quick case study that lays out exactly how we helped a business very similar to yours. Okay. Like, overcome that frequently asked question or that objection, while adding value, while building trust, while building authority. That's what we do with the CRM. The next step is a mindset shift. Okay, everyone's got to talk about mindset, but here's where I need to talk about mindset. Most business owners, especially small business owners, especially these operators, right? Like, if you wear a hat that says operator on it, you probably suck at sales, you probably suck at leads, you probably suck at marketing. So let me give you a tip, okay? Most people are deathly afraid of offending one of their clients or potential clients. Okay, they will turn their marketing and their sales down to such a low degree, such a wimpy conservative degree, so there's no chance they ever offend one of their potential customers. And I'm telling them it's wrong. Okay, let's say you've got 100 customers and you are currently converting 10% of them. That's wonderful. Okay, well, what if you turned up the volume and intensity of your follow-up? maybe you lose a couple customers, right? So maybe instead of having 10, you convert 7, right? Because 3 of them are like, man, this is just too intense for me. But on top of that, maybe you convert another new 7 to 10 because they actually see your message, because before they wanted what you were selling, but they were so busy that they missed your calls and they missed your emails. How about that, right? And then sure, you have 3 people that are like, hey, I don't like John's home builders because their follow-up was too intense. But ultimately, you went from converting 10 people to now you're converting 14 or 20% or whatever that is. So the mindset shift, there's all kinds of mindset shifts we could talk about. The mindset shift I'm talking about here is if you're not offending at least some small percentage of your potential clients by the rate and intensity of your follow-up in your messaging, in your retargeting, in your calls, in your emails, if no one has ever been offended by that, you're leaving so much money on the table. I'm not telling you to be some crazy person that is blowing up people's phone in the middle of the night, but so many people are worried about hurting someone's feelings with frequent follow-up. But if you believe in what you're doing, it is your duty to follow up. If you're a business owner, if you're a business leader trying to grow revenue, you better make sure you are following up like crazy, and you better be willing to accept that. It might offend some people, but that's okay. If you're offending no one, you're not following up hard enough. Are you going to be one of those people that just watch these videos before you go to sleep at night or during your lunch break, but not actually implement it? Maybe. If you want to implement it, this is how you do. Number 1, review your offer. Make your offer sound amazing. Number 2, prices. Increase your price, but try to create some offers at multiple price point. Number 3, figure out where your leads are, how you can connect with those leads, what channels, and what messages are going to work best with those leads. Number 4, make sure you have a CRM so you can stay in touch with people, so you can follow up with them, so you can make sure you hit them with your offer, you're overcoming those objections, making sure you're hitting their frequently asked questions, make sure you are providing value to demonstrate straight trust and authority. Make sure you shift your mindset so you're willing to market and sell so hard that you might just offend 1 or 2 people. But ultimately, you're going to make the world a better place because you're going to replace more roofs. You're going to build more houses. You're going to do more consulting. Even if 1 or 2 people get offended, it's okay, right? Shift your mindset. I'm telling you, this is simple. It's not easy. You have to do the work. But if you do those things, that is how you break through your plateaus. That's how you grow revenue. That's how you take your business to the next level. That's how you manage your sales team. So if you're serious about growth, this is what you do next. Number 1, make sure you sign up for our newsletter. We're sharing all kinds of awesome stuff there every week. Number 2, sign up for our school group. Okay, super cheap. Just get in there, start having the conversations. We've got some awesome people in there. Number 3, we do offshore staffing. If you're looking to put a cold caller, a CRM wizard, someone like that in your business, we're your team to go to. We also do consulting on sales as well. Click those links below. Quit just thinking about this stuff. Take action. Get it done. Thanks for watching. Take care.